Okay.
Basically, what I'm having you do is the idea is that bands are going to help other bands survive. So if you have some survival advice that you could give to another band, like say you either had 5 tips, like these are the 5 tips to survival, or if you had one like major survival tip, what would it be that you'd tell bands? Like, do this and you'll be more successful.
Good question. I actually just recently passed on this information to a former band member of mine back in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I said the number one thing to do is to become friends with other good local bands. That's the number one thing to do, because if you talk to those bands and you go up and say, hey man, loved your set, blah, 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 I'm in a band, they like the fact that you came up and said something, and then they want to come to your show, support you. And then if your music is similar, the fans will group up, and the same fans will come to both of your shows. So it helps everybody, and then everybody has a better time because there's more people and it's happening, and so it just builds off of itself.
You know what I forgot to say? I forgot to tell you to introduce yourself.
Oh.
So say who you are, and say who you are, and what band you're in, and I'll just cut into the beginning.
Yeah. So I'm Kubes from the band Please Do Not Fight.
So what you were saying is like to form community, and then you'll have more bands. So are you currently doing that with any bands?
Yeah, we are. With actually Music for Animals, who they're playing tonight. We try to get shows with them, and Dizzy Balloon, and other local bands that are kind of similar in that musical genre.
So would you say that's your one big tip, or would you say that leads into a bunch of different tips? Like do this, then this happens, and this happens, and then the next thing happens?
That's hard to say. That's, I think, our number one focus right now that we're doing is trying to hook up with other good local bands, and just share the fan base and gain a better following. And I'm not sure where that's going to lead us. I guess the hope is that that's going to propel us forward, and more people are going to be interested in our music, and then more radio stations are going to want to be playing our music, and better clubs are going to want to book us because they've heard about the good shows. So that's my guess. I don't really have any other words of advice, I guess, because I'm living it right now. So.
What technology are you using to connect with other bands and other fans?
It's I would say primarily word of mouth. So that's not crazy technology. But of course, MySpace, Facebook, and I think the lead singer, I think he does some other things on the internet.
Like grassroots stuff. Like you start out grassroots by making friends by actually in person meeting them.
Yep. And just literally calling your friends and letting them know that, hey, we got a show. Come on out to our show. So that's where it starts.